Welcome back to Ghost Club Vlogs. Oh my gosh. Okay, first off, I actually just want to start with thank you. Thank you so much for everybody's comments, everybody's support on the last vlog. That was really cool, so thank you so much. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be a flop or what, but I think a lot of people really enjoyed the personal side of things, and we're about to get real personal in this one. But a little bit more like fun personal, since the last vlog was a little bit more on the sadder side. Before we start, I just want to say to Carol, thank you very much for your donation, and everybody else who went and bought Ghost Club merch. That really does help support the club. If you choose to donate, then I will put that link in the description below. It does help me out tremendously getting to these locations and having some really kick-ass content for you guys. On another note, some exciting news for Ghost Club is I now have a schedule. So there's going to be a new paranormal investigation on a Tuesday, and Fridays are going to be the vlogs. I also forgot to mention in the last vlog, there was a lot going on that day, but I want you guys to ask me questions in the comment section below. I'll go through those comments, and on the next vlog I'll choose one of those questions to answer. So if you guys have a question for me personally, or maybe it's just a general question about the paranormal, I want to hear from you guys. So leave your comments below, and maybe in the next vlog I'll read it out loud. Okay, I'm trying to keep this intro brief because I have been procrastinating for the past 2 days like crazy. That's honestly something that I'm really good at. I am so crazy busy with investigations right now, and it just dawned on me a couple days ago. I'm moving house in a couple of weeks. When do I have the time to pack? So that's what we're doing today. We are getting a start on packing. It did actually dawn on me today that since starting Ghost Club Paranormal, I've lived in 2 separate houses, and now I'm taking you guys to a 3rd house. That's actually kind of crazy. Thankfully, I have found a place where I can stay for the next 35 years until it's paid off. I'm not used to that. I am not used to that at all. I'm used to traveling and wherever I want to go, whatever state I want to live in, like. So this is new to me, but I'm excited for it. I guess that means that I'm grown up, and I don't feel grown up. I mean, my office doesn't really scream grown up, but it's happening, and it's happening soon, and I need to get on top of my shit because right now I'm not. I have a box and I have things. The task is to pick up one of those things and put it in the box. It sounds simple, right? But it's not. This closet is a disaster. The rest of my house is relatively normal, but I do definitely need a creative space and a place to put all of my stuff in, and unfortunately it's kind of all accumulated inside this closet, and it's been accumulating for the past 8 months. Now, packing is a struggle for me because I know that I need to throw things away, but I get attached to objects. Not like super hoarder vibes, but like, this guy, I don't know what to do with this guy. I love him, but he's just so not the vibe that I'm going for with my new office. The new office is gonna be dark. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be minimalistic. Maybe. I say that now, but I do have a lot of things that I'm not prepared to get rid of. A new office really couldn't have came at a better time though. I mean, I'm going through the whole rebirth of Ghost Club and just getting back on the horse, and I think that this is going to be really good for me mentally, so I'm excited. People have asked about my office before and what are the things like in the bookcase specifically, and I think that this is actually a really good time to show you guys some of this stuff. So to hang with packing, we're not doing that anymore. Change of plan. So that's what we're doing today. We are getting a start on packing. So in here, I do like to collect creepy toys. This one. I love him, he's so cute. I don't know how I'm gonna part with any of this stuff. Maybe he'll go in my office. We'll see. If you collect vintage toys, you have to have a wind-up monkey. I want him in my office too. This one is actually the very first vintage toy that I ever bought. It's a 1941 Dumbo wind-up toy. And actually, when I first got this toy, the little wind-up tool didn't even work. So I kind of got a steal on it because I was able to fix it and get it working again. I think out of all of these toys, my favorite toy is this guy here. This one actually belonged to my granddad. It's very, very near and dear to my heart, and it's a toy that I actually used to play with when I was a kid as well. He's got a little monkey on his back. He's so cute. No! No! Holy shit, okay, that was a close one. I'm also just realizing that these vintage toys are all very extremely noisy. I honestly love all of these toys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Maybe just put them in the guest room or something like that. Okay, so this right here is a yearbook. So the yearbook to me is something that I have so much respect for. It's actually from an investigation that I'd done in Hollywood. I'd went to an abandoned house, or what I thought was an abandoned house. Turns out the old lady had just recently died. The surrounding neighbors were coming into our house and just completely ransacked the place and took all the valuables. And when I went in there, I had actually realized that the only thing that had been left behind were just tons and tons of family photos. I ended up figuring out who the lady was that owned the house. I was able to find the lady on Facebook, and through that way I was able to find the rest of her family. They had known that she had passed, but they did not know that her house was being treated that way. At the peak of COVID, international travel was not allowed, so her family from Germany couldn't come over here to basically salvage anything that was left in the house. So I went back and I gathered up all of the photos and I sent them back to Germany. And she had labeled every single photo, so I knew who was in those photos, I knew who to send those photos to, and it was just really freaking cool. They were super appreciative of it. And the one thing that I did keep was the yearbook, and I was allowed to keep that as well, by the way. And I just love it so much. It's a real piece of history. It's from June 1950. This would have been Elizabeth's graduating year. And throughout the years, when she found out that her friends had passed away, she would actually write died up top. There's deceased here as well. That was one of the first investigations that I ever filmed for Ghost Club, and honestly to this day the most rewarding one for sure. Here is actually a photo of Elizabeth and her friends in her house, and they are doing a seance. So she was a pretty cool chick, definitely related with her. These are the rosary beads from the very first episode that I ever put out, where I had a priest come round and bless my house after a Ouija board that had went wrong. Of course, my Ouija board that I take on investigations. Oh, this one. How could I forget about this one? The bone. Oh my gosh. I know so many of you guys loved this episode, and I did too. Myself and Michael from Glow and Ghost Paranormal, we stayed the night at Nevada's oldest hotel, and in my room I found this bone above my mirror, and I need to insert the clip of that right here because it was so funny.
Jade has this something above her mirror in her hotel room.
What does that mean? A bone above a mirror?
I don't touch it.
Well, I stayed here last night. Like, nothing happened, but it's weird. I don't want to.
We'll take it off and let's see if something happens tonight. What is it?
It's a bone.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's like a little hip bone or something.
Why is it above your mirror?
Touch it.
Ow!
Touch it.
Ow! You broke it.
No, I didn't.
You did?
No!
You. Oh my god. You are not gonna live through the night.
Oh no.
Whatever was locked in that mirror is coming through. And I just played Bloody Mary in that mirror too.
Oh. The reason why I took this, okay, the plan was to send it to Michael as like a sick joke for his like birthday or something like that, but that never ended up happening, so it's just stayed with me, and I hope it's not cursed. I don't think it's cursed, and I don't know why I'm still touching it. Ugh. I'm not going to be able to go through everything today, I know that, but what I did want to go through is something really personal. This box here. Now every time that I go back to Scotland, I always end up taking like little pieces back with me, and when I get back to the US I literally just put it in a box and it's never seen the light of day. But it's been so long and I've not went through this stuff in so long, so I'm actually kind of a little bit nervous. I don't really know what's going to be in this box. But I did also find this as well. This is my old high school planner. Wow. With a ton of photos that, again, I haven't even been through. I'm not trying to cry on a vlog. What the heck? Oh my god, these photos are just crazy, crazy to look back on. Okay. Whew. I said this wasn't going to be a sad vlog. I don't know if I'm ready to do this. Oh my god, in a room full of so much crap. How is there no tissues? So yeah, first like 3 photos in, and they're all pictures of, you know, my nana and our family, and this was the day that I was born. And my nana's in the corner right there. This was the one that made me cry. I don't know why this was the one that made me cry, but it's my nana and granddad on a seesaw, literally just living their best lives. I love that. You know, my nana and granddad were such a huge, huge part of my life. Like, so I guess I didn't realize how many photos I had of them. There's me and my granddad there. Whew, okay, now we're apparently getting to the embarrassing ones, so... Here is 16-year-old me. The hair. I don't know what's going on with the hair. This must have been at Halloween because we're bobbing for apples. I don't know, do people do that in the US? Do people bob for apples? Let me know in the comment section below, please. If you have never bobbed for apples, you're missing out. Holy moly. Okay, let me explain this photo real fast. When I was younger, I do not know what it was, but I used to always like stuff socks down my top. I'm like 4 years old and I just have massive knockers. There we go. I feel like this was probably the beginning of the Spice Girl era. I'm judging from the bikini. This photo here was when I was 15, I was turning 16. I came over to Los Angeles for my 16th birthday. I went to the Psychic Eye. It's on Ventura Boulevard, and I got my tarots read. She was actually really spot on, by the way. Okay, so this was the first time that I came over to the US, and I actually ended up calling my mom and saying, I'm not coming back. And she was like, oh, what are you talking about? You definitely coming back. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming back. It was like, I was trying to like convince my dad to like kidnap me and stuff like that, and I obviously went back, but it took a lot of persuading. I literally don't know who this baby is. If any of my family's watching right now, please let me know if this belongs to you. Me and my dad, oh my god, I was so skinny back then. Jeez. I was an emo child my entire life. I still am, to be completely honest. But I do love that emo's coming back now. My high school planner. This is a blast from the past. 2007 to 2008. It was always just a big dick drawn. No agenda, no nothing, just dicks. A lot of dicks. I do also just want to add that it wasn't me drawing the dicks, it was clearly other people. I promise. Look at all this stuff! Look at all! Oh, why'd you gotta sit on me? Oh, not there. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? If you're gonna be here, you gotta be a good boy. Yes, good boy. Can you sit? Good boy. Can you go down? Good boy. Wow. Now we're getting into the good stuff. I was definitely one of those kids who kept diaries, and I have a lot. The earliest diary goes back to 2003 and I was 10 years old. I'm curious to see when my last entry is. 2013. So I was 20. My last diary entry was when I was 20 years old, which was 10 years ago. Oh gosh. Okay, I do remember this. Now, before you judge me, I was a very creative child. I've obviously always been a little bit weird. And this might be a little bit much, but it's, I mean, I don't know how I would feel if my kid drew this, to be fair. I don't have a kid, but if I had a kid. It looks like some nice torture art. Jesus Christ, I'm like starting to like really pick this drawing apart, and I promise you guys, I am not a psychopath. Okay, I have a page here that just says my superheroes. This is my superhero. I think on my next D&D game, this is the character that I'm going with. Age, 112. Name, Sandar. Description, This is a baddie because she hates goodness and worships the devil. I don't like her because she is evil. Open bracket, but I do like evil people. Close bracket. Again, please just don't ask me what that's about. I want to read a diary entry. Like, what was going on in my life at 10 years old? What's going on in the life of a 10-year-old? Rebecca keeps on giving me dirty looks. Everyone in the class except Kirsty, Andrew, and Melissa were calling me, Lucinda, and Rachel lesbians. It was so annoying and scary. That sounds scary. Little did I know that I was going to go through much scarier moments in life. Here's another glorious drawing. So here I made a list of people that the bullies in the class, I was keeping tabs. This was like the original screenshot right here. Lucinda, calling her a lesbian. Jade, calling her a lesbian. Rachel, calling her a lesbian. The spelling of lesbian kills me. Lezbean. Okay, I think I'm done with that one. So if I had to pick that diary apart though, I would say that I was very much not cool with the conflict happening in the class. And I still don't handle conflict very well, so it makes sense. And also just being a really creepy child. But I'm still really creepy, so that also still makes sense. Oh, I gotta get comfortable for this one. Okay, so I would have been 12 and I had just started my first year at high school. And let me tell you, high school was so rough for me. I ended up going to 2 high schools. The first high school I only lasted like a couple of months. I got bullied so badly to the point that I literally couldn't take it anymore. So I moved high school and I told myself, is this boring you, Wilson? I told myself that I wasn't gonna let myself get bullied ever again. That is honestly when I started to grow a backbone, and when I got to the new high school, I just was like, I'm not taking anybody's shit anymore. And then it worked out fine. Like, honestly, I never got bullied again after that. I was so worried about not being popular and I just wanted to fit in with the cool crew. I'll read you this story, but it is kind of sad looking back at this because I'm like, come on, I have so much advice for 12-year-old Jade at this point. And it's titled, The Most Embarrassing Day of My Life. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty embarrassing. I don't think I've had more of an embarrassing day since this day. Dear Diary, nothing really happened at school, but I embarrassed myself 3 times today. First was morning and I was walking to registration and these jerks were behind me. That's so funny that I use the word jerks because that's such an American word. I don't think anybody in the UK uses the word jerks. One of them being Stuart and then a angry face. He poked me in the back and called me a bitch. I turned round and I told him to fuck off. Then I scraped my face on the guy's bag in front of me, and I nearly fell down the stairs. They all burst out laughing, my face turned bright red. I just felt like crying. Aw, that's really sad actually. Second time was when we were in gym and I had a black bra under a baby pink top. Oh god, we've all been there, haven't we ladies? And it was so noticeable. Everybody was looking at me as if I had done it on purpose. Third time of embarrassment was when the whole school was pushing past me and Melissa. And when we were trying to get past the bench, Melissa got past and all the popular boys and girls were coming. And this girl pushed me and I fell over the bench. Everyone started laughing. I'm so ashamed. That's my amazing day. Not. Then I also have illustrated these 3 embarrassing moments, but also I do just want to add, it looks like I was crying on the diary. These legit look like teardrops. A couple diary entries later, I've moved school, things are looking bright for my future. New school, dear diary, yo yo yo, what up? I'm clearly in a good mood here. I'm sorry I haven't spoke to you in a few months. It's cause my nana moved house and now I'm living with my mum again. I've also moved school and met new friends. I may not be popular, but I have more friends than I've ever had before. And I've been at that school 1 month and 6 guys fancy me. Ooh! This one is titled Boy Trouble. Dear diary, Johnny keeps on talking to me and looking over at me. When he looks at me, it's motionless, and when he talks to me, it's random. I really like him, but he's like super cool and has like 1,000 friends. I really don't know what to do. Like, I can't tell if he likes me or not. It's so confusing because sometimes he could look at me and say something funny to me, but if I ask him something, he goes all sarcastic. Trey thinks he's cool. Trey was my imaginary friend, by the way. I had an imaginary friend for a very long time. Very, very sad stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm like 13 here. But if he liked me, he would ask me out just now. And I'm just sticking with Trey's theory for the time being. I don't explain what my imaginary friend's theory is, but anyway, well, Callum hates me now. I sprayed him in the eye with perfume. But it was a total accident. I really never meant that. But that was like last week and he thinks I'm jealous because of him and Amber. Yeah, right. Guess I'm having a bit of boy trouble. Oh, so there's a couple of boys. That's where the boy, oh, that's why it's called boy trouble. Okay. I don't think that I can do any more diary entries for tonight because I do still have so much to do. I do, however, have some more embarrassing photos of me as a child. Here is one of me as a mermaid. I'm listening to the sea clearly with my shell. Me as a baby. That was actually me today. I love this photo so much. This is me and my gay older brother, and I got a makeup set for Christmas and he just is not I'm looking at it, just not giving a damn about what he got. This is Christmas 2003, so I was 10 years old, and I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm holding a Living Dead doll in my hand. I don't know if anybody remembers those. This is me and my brother. He's also been featured on some vlogs. I was such a little goth. Seriously, I was a redhead, I was a goth, I was a very, very spooky child. I'll own up to that. And at a certain time of your life, you just have to own up to the person who you truly are. Luckily for me, I do get to embrace that on a day-to-day basis, and I have all of the support and from you guys, so it really does, it does work out in the end. Never, ever change for anybody. Can I get an amen, Wilson? Amen! Are we done packing yet? Keep her throw out. As you guys can see, it's now nighttime. Just another day of not getting anything done, really. But it was really, really cool to look back at those memories and stuff like that and share them with you guys as well. I thought that was really fun. My dad was actually friends with the guy who owns the morgue, the City Morgue in Edinburgh. And when my dad would come and visit, he would take me to buy me a Living Dead doll, and then we would go visit his friend in the morgue. And I have such strong memories of being a child and playing with these weird dolls in a morgue. The morgue was actually the first place where I saw a human skull. You know, I got to hold it and all this cool stuff. I thought it was cool back then, and I think it's cool now, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I guess that you could say that I've always had a crazy, spooky life. But I'm here for it, I'm living it, I'm breathing it, and I'm embracing it. And I think that that's the main thing. And I'm just glad that I have all of you guys to embrace it with too. Update on how the packing's going. Wow, isn't she bloody beautiful right now? I have not showered today. I am a sweaty mess right now. But nobody said that moving was cute. Nobody said that, and I didn't think about that when I started this vlog, documenting the moving journey. But I've made progress, and that is a good thing. So take a look around. This is what I've done so far. We have things packed, the cabinet's sadly empty right now, and the closet is looking very empty right now. And for everybody who watched the last vlog, I did get a new REM pod. This is my old one over here. The antenna broke off. So they do look different, so hopefully this one works just as well. The curtains have been taken down, and I am just so exhausted. I do want to show you guys one thing that I did just receive today for my office, and I have been waiting for this for a really, really long time. So this right here is a custom LED sign that I got for Ghost Club Paranormal. Let me turn the light off so I can show you in all of its glory. Wow. Holy, got different modes, and holy crap, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Anyway, I only have 1 minute left on this memory card, so just a quick update, but I will see you guys next Friday for the new vlog. So that being said, if you enjoyed the episode, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, if you guys have any questions for me, then go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. And on the next vlog, I will choose one of those questions to read aloud and answer. Also, if you guys haven't checked out the latest episode, The House That Cries, it's the 3rd installment of the UK investigations, and sadly, it's the last. So go ahead and check that out, and I'll also link that episode at the end of this one. Other than that, have a good night, guys. I am so ready to make myself a cup of tea and sit and watch some TV and absolutely not do any more packing today. There's always tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Bye.